Haynes and Simmons, Richardson, Lara and Hooper, and Gus Logie to provide the runs, probably, but the fearsome attack of Patrick Patterson, Courtney Walsh, Curtly Ambrose and Ian Bishop. Let's have a look at South Africa's side, and it shows Daryll Cullinan comes back in the side for Dave Callaghan, the fluent stroke player Daryll Cullinan. Richie Richardson, the West Indies, won the toss, put South Africa into bat, so the South African openers came out to take on this fearsome West Indies attack.
That's in the air. Is he caught? He might well be. He is indeed. That's the end of Andrew Hudson, and a critical blow for South Africa, and a big, big moment for the West Indies. Andrew Hudson, who is one of the mainstays in the South African side now. You see how that one climbed a little bit, and a very tentative sort of shot from Andrew Hudson, and a brilliant catch by Phil Simmons.
Once again, just a little bit of bounce there from Patrick Patterson, and just what Richie Richardson would have wanted within the first couple of overs, with that little moisture in the pitch, a little extra bounce, and Hudson not really getting over that.
Lots of good batting to come. Kirsten, Cullinan, Rhodes, Stewart, Matthews, they could all bat. Oh, but Kepler Wessels is bowled by Patrick Patterson, and this is a huge blow to South Africa. Patrick Patterson strikes for a second time in this match.
Go for the first boundary of the innings, getting back and cracking it behind square, putting it away very well, Kirsten, just fractionally short. And that's a deliberate shot and a very good one. Second four of the innings, and that's well played by Hansie Cronje. And now the partnership has reached 50 as well. So good job being done here by Kirsten and Cronje, repairing the early damage.
And he's gone, caught in the wicket. That just a little bit of movement there for Phil Simmons, and Hansie Cronje virtually guiding it into the hands of wicketkeeper Junior Murray. And South Africa 3 for 66. So Daryll Cullinan to the wicket in his second one-day international match for South Africa. He was bowled by Waka Yunus in Durban in his first match for a duck. So this is a very important moment for this young man. That's a beautiful shot. 4 runs, I think it's going to be. Daryll Cullinan hitting it through the covers, and without a doubt the shot of the innings.
Kirsten missing the first over pitch delivery. Cullinan capitalizing there.
Only the third boundary of this innings, and we're into the 33rd over. This is the flair, the genius that this boy has.
So this over number 41, and South Africa, who have been up against it from the very start, still struggling here. And that will be a catch. Logie is down there, takes it inside the boundary, and Kirsten caught by Logie off Walsh, didn't quite have enough bat onto it to carry it for 6, and South Africa have lost their 4th wicket for 99 in the 41st over.
There we see the first 50 of 164 balls, second 50, 91 balls, a little bit better, but it's always been a struggle for South Africa.
slow ball. Jonty Rhodes' first delivery, he played a week too early. Magnificent change of pace from Walsh, and it's 100 for 5.
Yeah, we can see an excellent slower ball right into the almost into the block hole, and Jonty Rhodes just walked behind it. A fine delivery.
So Rhodes out, first ball. He's hit that well. That is a good hit. Daryll Cullinan getting onto that very quickly. Meet of the bat, 4 runs. This has been an impressive innings by Cullinan in difficult situation. So that's the end of the over, and a dismissal which was so simple that we thought perhaps it might have been a bound ball, but he hit it straight back. So Errol Stewart is caught and bowled by Bishop to end the over, and it looked all so simple that perhaps the crowd was fooled, as we were, that he might have hit it into the ground. Here it is.
It looked as if he's held the ball slightly back. It didn't. I think it's played too early, and a fairly simple catch there.
So Errol Stewart out for 1, caught and bowled by Ian Bishop. It's 110 for 6.
And he's hit this in the air, and it goes for 4. Brave shot.
Daryll Cullinan's third 4.
That's brilliantly caught, and that's the end of Cullinan lashing out there at Phil Simmons and hitting it very hard but straight to cover. And a good catch by Desmond Haynes.
Really, really unlucky here. Sees the area that he can hit it for 4. Hits it like a train. Straight at Haynes. He had no option.
If he hadn't have caught it, it would have hurt him. But what a gem of an innings from Daryll Cullinan. Just 56 balls, 3 boundaries for his 40, top score in the innings. And when all the others struggled, he was the one man who had the talent to look commanding. Have a swing, Farney. He does now. Hit very hard and quite splendidly caught by Carl Hooper off his own bowling. He did that awfully casually in the end.
Tremendous pair of hands, Carl Hooper. This was hit very hard, low to his left.
Let's look at the South African scorecard, with Wessels and Hudson being dismissed very cheaply. And in came Daryll Cullinan, who played his shots and looked quite brilliant for his 40. But South Africa could only muster 140 for 9 of 50 overs. A quite brilliant performance from the West Indies bowlers. Let's have a look at the West Indian reply.
That's a fine shot by Simmons. He really hits this ball hard when he does, and it goes all the way. So he's now had 3 4s. And this is a rousing start for the West Indies. It's warmed up, hardly a cloud in the sky, if any. And this lovely ground with the dramatic backdrop of the table mounting. That would have been out. He's asked for it. He's asked for the replay. Umpire Kurtzens with Jonty Rhodes underarm return. They're waiting for it now. With the naked eye, it looked to be very close. I would say out, but with the naked eye. But let's see what the replay says. And he goes. The green light says to Desmond Haynes that he has to go. huge cheer from the crowd. A little suspense as the third umpire saw the replay as we did. And that's a hook. It's mistimed. There's a catch. He's gone. De Villiers takes the catch. Richardson mishooking. Newlands goes wild as the West Indies have lost their second wicket for 17. South Africa back in this match.
Two full Simmons. And in the air, caught. Merrick Pringle with his very first delivery strikes, and he certainly has some sort of hold over this West Indian side.
This is interesting, and the replay is being called for again. Cronje was the fielder, and now we wait. Big decision for the executioner. The green light, he's on his bike, and what a breakthrough that is.
In the air, Hudson is the fielder, and he takes the catch, and Hansie Cronje gets a wicket once more with the assistance of Andrew Hudson. So Logie caught by Hudson off Cronje for 15. It's 88 for 5 in the 32nd over. The West Indies have a lot to do. Murray is off the mark, and a late decision to go for the second, and he's gone. Now that's a very late decision by Junior Murray. 2 runs were on if he had turned and come quickly. But that is very bad running, and another run out for the West Indies. He's given him leg before. That could well be the match here for South Africa. Hansie Cronje strikes again. What a game he's having. And Hooper goes leg before.
Appeal for, is it LBW? Is it a catch? Is it been given out? He's been given out, and I think he's been given out for a bat pad caught by Jonty Rhodes. Umpire Mitchley took a little time to make that decision. Curtly Ambrose has a go, hits it up in the air, but it's going to fall safely, and I think it might just make the boundary. It does. 4 runs. Took the chance and it came off again.
And that's the situation.
Well, Hansie Cronje is the man who's going to continue, not Merrick Pringle. Merrick Pringle has 2 overs remaining. Hansie has 3. He's caught, is he? Yes, indeed he is. He's caught at the wicket. Up goes the finger of umpire Eddie Critton, and Courtney Walsh caught by Stewart off the bowling of Hansie Cronje. And now it really will be a nail-biting affair. 3 slips, 3 away to the offside, looking after 1, but only 1 man looking after the single on the onside, so Merrick Pringle cannot afford to stray. Appeal for LBW, he's been given out! He's been given out by umpire Mitchley, and South Africa has won sensationally. South Africa wins by 4 runs. Another incredible finish.